Alright, hi guys. So today we'll be exploring Marceline Dalton's character. We're starting off with Marceline's older sister, Sarah, who died at age 41 and had 2 kids. This was married to a man named Tom. The 2 children in question, and Dinah, who died at age 21, and due to a series of events. And it's related to her uncle's death, and her cousin Aiden's death. Marcus is Sarah's second-born child. He died at age 18, and in a similar fashion to his sister. Daniel is Marceline's husband, and who died at age 40. I'm not going to go into too much detail of how him and Aiden died, but it's so you are aware Aiden and him were the villains of Marceline's tale. Well, again, Daniel died at age 40. Actually, I will go into a bit of detail of how they died. Marceline and Sarah, Marcus, Dinah, and Emma are responsible for Daniel and Aiden's deaths, along with Tom, Sarah's husband. Both Daniel and Aiden were exceedingly smart and strong, so it took a good number of people to try and kill them. Aiden died at age 18 during this fight, alongside his father, Daniel. Marceline would later die at age 38 via suicide. I will explain why in a moment, but she did not die during the fight. Eli is the reasoning behind Daniel's death, as Daniel pushed his second son out in front of a car, or because Eli was trying to protect his mother from his abusive father, which resulted in Eli dying at age 13. Emma died while trying to kill her brother Aiden, and during the fight. Emma was not supposed to be involved with this fight. Aiden was supposed to remain with Dinah off on the sidelines, watching but not getting involved. Now keep in mind that this was not a gunfight or anything. It was just them coming at Daniel and Aiden with crowbars. These characters are based off of Hello Boss and Has Been Hotel. But let's move on to our next character. Rosalind is Marceline's daughter from the afterlife. She was created by an entity called Void. And her other parents' name is Moon. Lydia is one of Marceline's other children. And her mother's name is Emerald. You will be meeting these two at the end of the video. She was also created by the same entity, Void. Russell is Rosalind's half-brother. He died at age 8 and is Marceline's stepson. And now let's move on to the being that created his half-sister, and Lydia. This is Void, the being that created Marceline's 2 daughters. There's Lydia and Rosalind. And Rosalind, Void, it is an experiment and created by a grouping of people who are referred to as the 12, and by a scientist named Felix. Felix is the only one of the 13 scientists responsible for Void's creation that was actually given a name. I will go into her story for now. But for now, Void is the hollowed out body of Hayden Morrison. She is a body with no soul. Unfortunately cannot be killed. The 12 did in fact try to kill Void at one point, and by chopping off her head, only to have the head regrow. They tried multiple other ways to kill Void, only to discover that whatever they cut off would just regrow, where her stab wounds or bullet wounds, once they put it in her, would just regenerate and close up. I've been found that Void was pretty much unkillable without a soul. Now let's move on to the two children's parents. This is Rosalind and Russell's mother, or Moon. This is Lydia's mother, Emerald. And again, this is based off of Has-Been Hotel. Well, and Hello Boss, but it is not a canon AU. It is just fanon. And in this AU, Emerald is a species called Tanzanian, and she lives in a realm known as the In-Between. The In-Between is a place between heaven and hell. Where basically if you die, and you're a decent enough person not to go to hell, but not a good enough person to go to heaven, that is where you go. The In-Between. But anyways, that'll be all for today's video. Bye guys.